there was more good news about housing in May. Existing home sales shot up more than 4% from the prior month, despite tight supplies, reaching the highest sales pace in 3.5 years. Meantime, prices on those homes rose 15% from a year ago to a median of $208,000. Now, while the housing market appears to be roaring back, there are still some troubling signs. Diana Olick joins us from Washington with more. Hi, Diana.
Hey, Tyler, and as you said, look, home sales are up, but so too are prices and mortgage rates. Cash is now king, and unfortunately, first-time home buyers are paying the price. Newlyweds John and Aubrey Holman are looking to buy their first home. They had planned to buy later in the year, but rising mortgage rates have them rushing in now.
Right now, we're kind of looking at a mortgage that would be comparable to what we're spending for our apartment, but we could see it go up.
The average rate on the 30-year fixed mortgage has gone up 0.75 percentage point since the beginning of last month, when Wall Street began to worry that the Federal Reserve would begin to roll back the extraordinary monetary measures it had been using to fuel the economy. That means if John and Aubrey buy a $400,000 home with 20% down, their monthly payment goes up 9%, or $143 a month.
Of course, the bigger concern for many home buyers is the fact that limited inventory is driving up prices, and that means not only do you have to take a bigger loan, but make a bigger down payment as well.
Prices have been rising by double digits annually for the past 6 months, even higher in formerly hard-hit markets where investors have raked up thousands of distressed properties.
Some of the increases can be explained by the fact that it is recovering from overcorrected situation. But with people's income rising at only 1 or 2%, prices rising in double digit, it cannot continue.
Part of what's boosting prices is the fact that a third of all buyers are now using all cash, and that's not just investors. Regular buyers are putting more skin in the game because they're now being forced to compete in bidding wars for what few homes are for sale.
It's the cost of doing business here in D.C. and, being in the situation we were, we kind of wanted to wait and make sure that we were financially secure before we jumped into a home.
Now, while listings were up slightly in May, they're still well below where they were a year ago. Sellers are gaining some home equity and moving very slowly back into the market, but not fast enough to meet that rising demand. Tyler?
So as Mr. Yun said there, with incomes growing only 1%, you can't sustain the price gains at 15%, right?
No, he used the word unsustainable many times today when they released the report. He said prices up 15%, or even, when you look at the distressed properties and you take that out of it, they're still just rising far too fast for homeowners to be able to move up in the market.
Diana Olick in Washington for us tonight. Thanks very much.